Okay, automatically. And still to come, the Kremlin is denying reports of a phone call between Vladimir Putin and President-elect Trump ahead of why Moscow says this is pure fiction. Let's see. Okay, well, how did I even get to that point? Because the U.S. official says that Russian and North Korean
Yeah, what's going on,
an
Chaz?
offensive operation against occupied Ukrainian.
Testing Cowboys. Testing Cowboys. Testing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stop. That's funny.
There are on this as well, saying that the Ukrainian army is thousands of Russian and North interests and concern, not just in the U.S. but European allies, but in the NATO as well. And essentially, about 11,000 around there. So, 11,000 Ukrainians are not on the actual front line. About 4 of those Russians then go attack Ukraine, trying to push them out of that territory.
Yo, what up, Mike? Nah, that's me. That's what I used to do. Like, just trying to figure out this StreamYard. I just bought the StreamYard, so. Oh yeah, yeah. This is. I took this picture. I take this picture, but I think it was like probably right before I got glasses. But yeah, I've only been wearing glasses for about 8 years now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to because it's something that's not. Hold on, let me try this. See, that's just the link. Yeah, I'm wondering what the effectiveness of the North Korean force. All right, for sure. I'll catch you next time. Found to have parasites and intestines and all sorts of ailments and issues. Are the North Koreans? Let's see. Yeah, I'm about to figure this shit out. Special operations elements get the best food, best training, yeah, I seen that. Sure, that looked like that was a good game too. Yeah, the Bears done did a complete collapse. Okay, let's see. All right, hold on, y'all. But besides trying to gain some degree of advantage, now the Russians have the advantage in terms of numbers of drones, 103 bombs of drones that attacked various Ukrainian cities like Odessa. I noticed that that's a large number. The Ukrainians had a far less of a number, but they were very effective in
targeting areas around Moscow, shutting down 2 of the major airports there. That's a big deal as well. So both sides can disrupt the other, and it seems as if in this particular moment, it's actually the Ukrainians that had the more disruptive aspect to their operation as opposed to the Russians.
Colonel Cedric Layton, appreciate the analysis as always. Thanks for joining us.
Good words. Thank you.
Yeah. So, as Republican senators prepare to choose their majority leader, President-elect Donald Trump is already telling them what to do when it comes to his cabinet nominees. We'll discuss next.
You want answers? Astute political analysis. We have questions. How Biden said the right call. Stayed awake. Biden Trump out of 60 Minutes. I love pulling out news networks. Have I got news for you? Saturday at 9 on CNN. For over 25 years, Lovesac has been rewriting the rules of company. It's okay to change your style. Get messy. Get immersed. Lovesac, you make the rules.
Drive Time has a big announcement. An even easier way to buy a car. You make the deal yourself.
I made the deal myself.
It lets you customize the real down payment and monthly payment of the car you want to buy.
It's the Drive Time Real Deal Maker.
Get the real deal at drivetime.com.
What do people want from a Medicare Advantage plan? Let's find out.
I want a $0 monthly premium.
I take a lot of medications, so I need prescription drug coverage. How about no copay when I see my doctor? If you would like help making an informed decision about your Medicare coverage, Aetna licensed agents are standing by, ready to listen to your questions and help you find health coverage that meets your needs. And once you're an Aetna Medicare Advantage plan member, our trade service representatives will be there for you, ready to provide guidance and support.
When you call in, you don't have to do anything. I'll do it the work for you.
Get Medicare coverage that's right for you and fits your budget. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans with monthly plan premiums starting at $0.
Annual enrollment ends December 7th, so call now.
Call 1-833-771-3383 to speak with a licensed Aetna agent.
Do your dry eyes still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With MyBo, eyes can feel. MyBo is the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, too much tear evaporation. For relief, that's Remove contact lenses before using MyBo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. What does treating dry eye differently feel like? For relief that feels? Ask your eye doctor about prescription MyBo.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it. Boring is the unsung catalyst for gold. What straps gold to a rocket, hurtles it into space? Boring does. Boring makes vacations happen. Early retirement is possible. And startups start up because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank. For nearly 160 years, PNC Bank has been brilliantly boring, so you can be happy and fulfilled. Which is pretty unboring if you think about it.
Do you want to know why more and more people are switching to Freeway? It's simple. 1, low prices. 2, tickets, accidents, or even a DUI? No problem. Freeway can insure you. And 3, fast and free, no obligation quotes. At Freeway, you decide how much you want to pay and how much you want to save.
Freeway. Driving savings. 800-658-1993. 800-658-1993. Toyota's Black Friday sales event is on now. Hurry in for the best selection and biggest savings on new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Ready, set, let's go.
Lease a RAV4 for as low as $299 a month, or choose a low lease on the all-hybrid Camry. Shop 2 all-new hybrids, Land Cruiser, or Crown Signia.
Ready, set, let's go.
The clock is ticking on Toyota's Black Friday sales event. Don't miss out. Toyota. Let's go places.
Are you tired of mechanics?
I'm back. Yeah, I'm about to pull this out.
Happening now, President-elect Trump is rushing to fill the position in his incoming administration, and he's demanding that any senators vying for the year must set appointments for his nominees. That way, Trump can essentially bypass Congress and quickly get his top picks in place.
Yeah, the three contenders: Senators John Thune, John Cornyn, and Rick Scott. Representative Scott Simmons, Mark Rogers, chief congressional correspondent, the anchor, CNN's Inside Politics.
Yeah, this is massive.
I'm gonna turn this into a little regular stream for right now.
More institutional senators like Senator John Thune, Senator John Cornyn, they've been critical of so-called recess appointments in the past. And just to remind our viewers of what this is, typically the Senate goes through a confirmation process. It's constitutional, of course. It's a vetting process, background check, confirmation hearings, votes in committee, votes on the floor. That's all normal. And the Senate Republicans will have the majority. They have 52 seats, maybe 53 seats if Pennsylvania turns their way. So they can actually confirm these nominees along straight party lines. But it takes some time. And if there's problems in the process, maybe they lose some Republican votes. And at that point, if there's a problem, that's when the recess appointments typically come in. They have not been done for many, many years. Senate majority leaders for the past 15 years or so have taken steps to block presidents from installing recess appointments. Now Trump is saying, change that practice altogether. Allow essentially
Okay.
install that without having traditional process.
Sound like a bunch of mess already. January 20th. Hasn't even got to do it.
Let's do it. And that's obviously total change.
So Trump hasn't gotten involved.
Another week. Start off the week. Raining out here. Victory Monday. Victory Monday. Game almost gave me a heart attack, but we got the dub. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Hey, yo, Niner fans, y'all lay off of Moody a little bit, man. I mean, the man just came back. I understand, you got one job, but shoot, when that one job is to kick the football and you've had a leg injury, then that's why I said I don't think he's 100%. But let's not sit here and act like he can't kick a field goal from distance. Let's stop acting like that. He had a bad game. So what? Purdy has games because it's going to happen. He's going to have games where he's going to throw like 3 interceptions and pass for like 150, 182 yards. So what? You're just going to say get rid of Purdy then too? I think football fans be like jumping out their body a little bit too soon, especially on a player that just came back from injury. It's one thing when I hear fans say it. It's another thing when I hear football players that have actually played the game say it, because them of all people should know, or anybody that's played any kind of sports. It don't even make a difference if it's football, it could be baseball, particularly baseball. But, pretty much all sports you have to use your legs. And anytime that you have some type of leg injury, and you come back, it might take you, what I'm saying, especially when you've been out for some weeks, it's going to take you a minute. Not everybody comes right back and just automatically, boom, like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Some players, it might take a game or two for them to get back into the string of things. Because the man was kicking he was kicking field goals with no problems before he got hurt. So, you know what I'm saying? Field goal kickers go to this field goal. You know what happened? I see people just like, oh no, we gotta get rid of him. No, he gotta go for what? The man kicked the shit out the football in the biggest game of the year. And if you could do that, I don't give a fuck what it is during the regular. If you can go into the Super Bowl and kick field goals under pressure and break records, you know what I'm saying? That means you can kick. That doesn't mean you can't kick. That means you can kick in the biggest moments of your career. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. But yeah, you know, it's like kickers have the least to do, but they take a big brunt of the shit. If you know what I'm saying, when they miss field goals, especially if they miss game winning field goals, it's like you got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? Like like when like when Coffee talks about the Bills and he brings up that Super Bowl against the Giants when Scott Norwood hooked that motherfucker a little bit too far to the other side. You know what I'm saying? And they lost that Super Bowl. That right there, you know what I'm saying? Like Scott Norwood never recovered from that. He just did not recover from it. That was, you know, so I was a Buffalo Bills fan. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 weeks, because I was back when you know 2 weeks before the Super Bowl and all that. Which is it's like that now, you know. But you know, it was just it looked a lot different than how they do it now. But I was a Bills fan for for those 2 weeks because I was mad as fuck that it wasn't so much because when it comes to the Giants, I hate the Giants with a passion. You know, you got your divisional rivalries and then you just got your overall football rivalries like the Niners and the Cowboys and you know, say the Niners and the Giants. You know, that rivalry goes all the way back to the early '80s. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been bad blood between us and the Giants. So, but that game, I was more mad at my team than I really was at the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Because the Giants didn't do anything wrong; they just did their job. But we were up. We were up. You know what I'm saying? We lost that game 16-13. We lost that game by a fucking field goal. You know what I'm saying? All because, and we had the game wrapped up. All Roger Craig had to do was just hold on to the ball. That's all he had to do. And he fucked around and fumbled the ball at the wrong time in the game. You know? And then Joe took that hit from the blind side and yeah. So I was pissed off. You know. So I was rooting for the Bills that Sunday. And just right when I'm like, okay, the Giants have just scored. So now all the Bills need is a field goal. That's it. They need a field goal. And they drove down that field, had it all set up perfectly. Like, it wasn't like he had to kick it at an angle or anything like that. I mean, it was perfectly set up. All he had to do was just put it up through the uprights. And this man sat there and hooked that motherfucker. And I was like, you tell me I have to listen to these Giants fans? Oh, I was disgusted. I was totally disgusted. But it is what it is. You know. But hey, that's football, right? It will that football will put you on a great high. It will put you on a great high. I mean, it feels like the greatest thing in the world. Lose a Super Bowl by that. You know what I'm saying? The same way how we like barely lost a Super Bowl. It's like, yeah. Oh God, I know the feeling. You know what I'm saying? You get all the way down there, you drive all the way down the field, and you just need one score. You need that touchdown, or you need to put it through the uprights. And yeah, it's painful. It's painful. What's the beef with you and Blue Collar? Ain't no beef with me and Blue Collar. I ain't got no beef with nobody. What the hell? See, this is why I say you need to pay attention. Don't come in here. I've said it, and I'm not gonna say it again. Don't come in here bringing that shit on over here. You do that shit, this is what happens. Pop, you get blocked. What the fuck? Don't come in here with that bullshit. I'm gonna block anybody, any and everybody. Don't come in here with that bullshit. Yeah. I spoke my opinion, and that's what it is. I didn't speak anything else outside of term or anything like that. You know, like I don't know how many times I said, keep my name out of all that shit. I ain't got no beef with nobody. You know, nobody. Yo, what up, crazy? You know, I ain't got time to be sitting here going back and forth with people who don't want to come outside and be men. I ain't got time for that. So, therefore, I ain't got no beef with nobody. I got better things to do with my time, especially when I come on the internet. So, once again, anybody coming here with that stupid shit, I'm not timing you. Yo, moderators, don't time them out. Don't remove their comment. Just simply block their ass. They come in here with that bullshit, block their ass. I ain't got time for that shit. You know, my channel wasn't created for drama. You know what I'm saying? I might talk about it, but that's my God-given right is to talk about it, especially when it's public. I don't talk about nothing that's not public. When it's public, I got every right to talk about it just like anybody else. So But that's far and in between these days. I'm up here talking about football, and then this motherfucker coming here talking about what's the beef with you and blue collar. What the fuck? Get your ass up out of here with that dumb shit. Like, I ain't got time for that. Shit. You know? Like, just zap their ass. Just get their ass up out of here. We're not doing that. We're not doing that chances shit. We're not giving chances. Nah, fuck all that chances shit. You come in here with the bullshit, your ass is up out of here. As a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, if you come in here on some bullshit of anything, your ass is up out of here. I ain't got time for that shit. I give my opinion. I give my thoughts and I give my opinions on things. That does not mean I'm beefing with anybody. Okay? I don't even like beef. I don't like red meat. So why am I going to beef and I don't even like red meat? I don't eat red meat. I don't like red meat. I don't eat red meat. Why am I beefing? It makes no sense, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, Ram? Yo, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that shit. You know? Sure, I just bought this StreamYard thing. So now I'm trying to work out the whole thing, trying to figure all this out, you know what I'm saying? Do the, you know what I'm saying, reactions and all that. I can have, you know what I'm saying, more than 6 people on a panel now and all these other features and stuff. So I'm just trying to figure all this shit out. I'm just trying to do and live my life, you know what I'm saying? Do my job, do my YouTube, you know what I'm saying, and live. That's it. Can't allow to smoke his weed and chill out and have a good time without always have to be about beef. Internet back and forth are not beef. That is not real. Actual beef involves actual contact with the other side. This has no contact at all. So there's no beef. It's just a bunch of you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Hell no. Oh man. Like shit. Fuck all that. But I see what's going on. I see the gravitational pull trying to bring me back in it. And no, I'm not. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. For the people that rock with me, I appreciate y'all. I got nothing but love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For those that I know personally, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Don't need no explanation, no expressions, no nothing. You know? And for everybody else, hey, I hope when you come through and you find my channel, you like what you see, you like what you hear, you know what I'm saying? You stay around and you rock with your boy. If not, then that's okay. Because YouTube is not my life. And my life is not YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's in my life at certain points throughout the day. But as far as my actual life goes, my actual reality has nothing to do with YouTube. So when I hear this beef stuff on YouTube, there is no beef. You know, I've actually been through beef. I've actually been through rivalries and all that shit. This back and forth on YouTube is not no beef. It's an annoyance, if anything. It's a big fat annoyance. Because as it's been stipulated, if all this big yappering that be going on YouTube was going on in real life with said parties in the same facility, in the same place at the same time, are you still barking that loud? You know, because that's when it matters. Not on some electrical devices and through technology, you can make videos and go live and make posts and all this shit that we have. Oh yeah, before I forget, happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there. You know what I'm saying? The ones that still with us, the ones that are not with us no more. Today is y'all day. Salute to y'all. You know. So, but back to what I was talking about. Shit, football. Let's talk about football. You know, but that be the that be the killers. Like you get all the way down to where you want to be, and then you lose that game, and your season is over. It ain't no next week. It ain't no. That's why when it comes to the playoffs, as much as it's an enjoyment, you know what I'm saying, going deep in the playoffs, getting to those championship games, when you don't win it, that shit, oh my God, that that loss lingers like a bad cold. That lingers like a bad cold. And as much as you want to get away from it, as much as you do your best not to think about it, somebody's always talking about it. You try to watch some sports or whatever, like it's funny. Like your football team loses that day, right? So then your basketball team plays that night, you know, or your basketball team plays like in a couple days afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And you're sitting there and you're into the basketball, you know, you're not even thinking about football. And then the announcers make some reference to the football game where they talk about, oh yeah, the Super Bowl with so and so, and it just takes you right back to when you lost that game. And it's just like that loss does not escape you. You know what I'm saying? It does not escape you. Even when the new season comes around, it's in the back of your head because you're thinking like, okay, we got this far last year. Now all we need to do is just finish it. We got to get to this point now. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rebuilding team, it's like steps and levels you got to go through, and you want to make sure that each year that you're getting back to that point, that you're reaching those certain marks. You know, that's why I've been impressed. Look, I've been impressed with the Denver Broncos. You know, I haven't really got a chance to watch them as much this year, but through the highlights and through the couple times I have been able to catch a game, yo, I'm gonna say this right now. And Sav, if you still are listening, you know what I'm saying, to all you Bronco fans, Broncos country everywhere. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Yesterday, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. That right there was some fucking bullshit. Okay, like yeah. But the overall, the bigger picture, Your defense, people already worried about your defense. People already worried about your defense. Now it's time to make that next step to make people absolutely fearful of your defense. And you're getting there. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they worried about it because they're like, oh, shit, yo, the Broncos defense is kind of good over here. Like, hold on, wait, how are we going to figure this out? This is why teams have been having a hard time scoring. You know what I'm saying? The offense, you know what I'm saying? It's like when it comes to football, your defense is going to elevate faster than your offense, you know. But with that offense, with Bo Nix at the helm, oh my goodness, and Sean Payton, head coach, and with the weapons, and then as time goes on, you just figure out what else you need, and you just add to that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know what the rest of the year is gonna be like for the Broncos, but I guarantee you next year, and I'm gonna put money on this. I'm gonna put money on this. I guarantee next year, the Denver Broncos make it to the AFC Championship game. Y'all heard it here from a 49er fan. But I've always respected and liked the Broncos, you know. But mark my words, next year, they're going to make it to the AFC Championship game. Because there's one thing that cannot be denied. When you have a top-ranked defense, that will carry you to any championship game. Any championship game. You know, that's how we've been able to sustain ourselves over these last 5 years because we always had a great defense. Now, this year's been kind of like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's too many changes from year to year. We need to find a sustainable defensive coordinator that's going to stay longer than 2 years. You know, I know Salah was around a little bit longer than 2 years, but it's just like, man, it's just been a carousel of defensive coordinator. And sometimes that could be a problem, you know, because it's not the same message going across the board. It's a different voice, you know. So, and I didn't even think about that at first because I'm sitting here like just all on the DC, like, man, it's all your fault. But now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, no, that because it's kind of like this. It's kind of like when you go through like a different head coach on a consistent basis, or you're constantly switching quarterbacks, so you can never get that rhythm, or you know what I'm saying? It's like that, and it's good for a while, but it's not sustainable. Eventually, and then when you add on to injuries, then it becomes a issue. But I don't think we think about that when it comes. I know we think about it when it comes to offense, but I don't think we think about that when it comes to defense. You know, but that is definitely something that could be a thing. Now, I did like how our defense played a little bit, but that we got to, man, our run defense is horrible. Our run defense is horrible. I ain't seen this bad of a run defense from the 49ers since before Kyle Shanahan got there. You know, it's just, oh God, we gotta do something about that. You know, but hey, I want to give a special shout out to Diamador Lenore. Yo, that guy's been putting in work for a while now, and each year he just keeps getting better. You know what I'm saying? The young guy getting better, and those hits yesterday. Oh my! I mean, he's man. He had one dude and was able to get to the I think it was the running back and smack him while he still had the, the, the dude was trying to block him out, and they was, you know what I'm saying, and he still laid a hit. Like, that's impressive. Shout out to Lenore. You know what I'm saying? That's why Richard Sherman has been so high on Diamador, because you know he plays that position kind of like how Sherman played that position, excluding the holding. That fool Sherman always used to love the hold. Even when he came to play for us, you know, you would catch him every now and again, kind of tugging on somebody's jersey. And at first it was funny because at first he was getting away from like, we were all seeing it and we were like, well, why is it not getting called? And then the more everybody kept talking about it, you know what I'm saying, then you start seeing the refs kind of like paying attention to it a little bit more, and then start calling him on it, and he'd be on there like, what did I do? I didn't hold. He like, I let go. I didn't. Shout out to Uncle Sherm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, and look, I've always been a Richard Sherman fan. You know, I just wasn't a fan of his when he went to Seattle. You know, because as a Stanford Cardinal fan, you know, yeah, I remember when he used to play wide receiver. Yeah, that he was, man. Whew. If he would have stayed at that position, if he was able to stay at that position, man, I'm telling you right now, he'd be one of the greatest wide receivers. He'd probably be going into the Hall of Fame as a wide receiver instead of a cornerback. He was that good at receiver, you know. And then when the switch happened and he started playing cornerback, I'm like, oh shit, okay. But we wasn't going to draft him because of that whole situation with him and Harbaugh. Like, fuck, you know. So, because Sherman's been a 49er fan, you know, and I'm pretty sure he would have loved to come play for us. He would have loved to have been drafted by us, but because our head coach was Harbaugh at the time, you know, Harbaugh was like, nah, we're not going to draft him. No, we're not going to do that. And if we do, he's not going to show up. So, you know, we're going to have to go in a different direction. Man. Whew. Slaughter game, 500. Wait, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Barry motherfucking Wood in the building. What's going on, Barry? Oh, they got KC and the Chargers in that division. They have to prove they can be really good teams. Oh yeah, it's about the growth. It's about the growth, and they've been growing. You know, because it's like if you take the 49ers of 2010, we started that year off 0-5, right? But we had a top ranked defense. Our offense was just trash. But as the year went on, the offense started to get better. The defense got even better. So there was growth going into the offseason. We just needed the coach. They already got the coach. So once we got the coach, you seen what happened. 2011 came. We was able to sustain that offense and put in a system that worked to our strengths. We ended up right in the NFC Championship game and almost won. If it wasn't for Kyle Williams, that motherfucker. Ugh. Oh no, he's getting the this is his last year on his rookie. So he'll be getting a new contract. Well deserved too. Cowboys are trash. Trash. Yo, don't say that too out loud. Cause I know look, Timo has not even shown his face. His Cowboys been trash the last few weeks. And you know what I'm saying? Our guy hasn't been showing up too much. uh Oh yeah. Oh my God, man. That shit. Oh man. I felt some type of way about that too. I ain't even gonna lie. I felt some type of way about that. I mean, afterwards, after I calmed down and you know what I'm saying, the anger went away and the hurt of losing the game went away, I was like, yeah, sure, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at Sherman for that. I actually like anytime that clip pops up, I actually like watching that clip now. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Crabtree. I do not like Crabtree. I only accepted him because he was a 49er. You know what I'm saying? But real 49er fans do not forget about that draft. We do not forget about that draft, and we do not forget about what happened after that draft. So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no love for Crabtree. Although I will say once again, that was a freaking hold in the Super Bowl. But even with that, why would you not stick with the run and give it to Gore or keep it at Kaepernick's hands and run it into the end zone? What are we doing? You know? But yeah, that shit was fun. He said, boy, don't you ever talk about me again. Because in reality, Crabtree couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing. Sherman had him on lock. You know, top four teams at AFC, top four teams at AFC. AFC, Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore, and even though they lost, I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. Even though they lost, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh as the fourth. NFC, Lions, Washington, Philly, and Minnesota. And Minnesota by a thread too, because they ain't been looking too good the last couple of weeks. Yeah, by a thread. Oh yeah, they did win yesterday. What am I talking about? Yeah, I forgot they. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so yeah, the AFC it would be those four teams, and in the NFC it would be those four teams. Yeah, you could. The only reason why I didn't put Green Bay in there is because when Green Bay be looking shaky, when they don't be looking so good, they can't. They don't know how to. You know what I'm saying? Like push through. They have a hard time with that. Where Minnesota, they have been looking. Let's be honest, Minnesota been looking trash the last couple of weeks. But they've been able to push through. They've been that. one little thing is being able to get them over the hump on those games. Like yesterday's game they had was that was like one of the boringest games that they played all year. What was the score? Like 13-7 or something like that? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So best under 500 team so far. Oh, best under 500 team. Um, hmm. I'll probably say Dolphins. I'll probably say Dolphins. Yeah, you go, Bucks. Oh shit. Hey y'all, I gotta jump off. Thank y'all for coming through, kicking it a little bit. I'm gonna figure all this StreamYard stuff out, and then yeah, it's all in the cracking. So who are your pretenders and contenders so far? Pretenders. Let's see. Definitely Chicago. They pretended to be good. Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Arizona. I'm gonna put Arizona in there too because I don't think they can sustain. I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer. Um, I'm gonna say Miami again, even though I think they're the best under 500 team, but at the same time they're so far behind. They would have to go on a serious run. There are a lot of things will have to happen, but I don't. Yeah. Um, but contenders outside of the top four. Well, sure. Of course, I'm gonna put my Niners right there. I'm gonna put Niners. I'm gonna go Rams. I'm gonna go. Who else? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Denver. I think Denver could still contend for a playoff spot. Um, sure, that's about it. Seattle. I don't know. Seattle's a pretender or a contender from week to week. One week they look like the greatest thing, you know what I'm saying, on the field. And then the next week they look like they need to be playing in the Canadian Football League. Not that there's anything wrong with the CFL, just say. But I gotta get up out of here. But I'm gonna holler at y'all later on. I will be back on later on today. So until then, we're gonna keep it cracking. We're gonna stay militant and we up out this bitch. Oh yeah, we might talk a little wrestling too. So all right, y'all. See y'all later.